Adler described it in another way in a recent talk at USC when he declared we have become corporatized. Think we make no real choice for political candidates either. The list is cleared first in corporate boardrooms. Which people can be assured to receive the largest and consistent contributions from corporate America is the abiding question, not who is the best
Participation is deeply increased.
Participation is deeply increased.
Think of how you can make any organization more accessible that way. You don't have to literally use mic check, but the idea of it elevates everyone. Fewer leaders, but more leaders. Occupy was a phenomenon of this era and was populated, I guess, by tech-savvy millennials. I guess that's one way of describing it. I found an awful lot of people with gray hair, and next to me, that's a Connie. And like sister uprisings of the Arab Spring, it moved as a swarm based on consensus. If an action was to survive, it attracted attention in numbers. If not, that specific initiative died. There's been a lot of comment about this lack of structure in the Occupy climate recently, but back then it seemed to work. Two things could end Occupy: violence by us and loss of our encampment home. Violence, the very thing we liberated, space, could be reclaimed wrongly by hierarchical forces. They do this violently to us, and that was what we wanted. You see, this is what powerful forces will do to stay in power, we'd say. But if we were violent, any more ground would be forfeited. Loss of the encampment went to the heart of the movement. Wall Street controlled, dominated, and particularly through the financial crisis, usurped power. There was nothing left to do except literally to use one's physical body space in protest, hence the name Occupy. Occupiers had many bonds: college debt, underemployment, but that was only a surface description. Life had brought them as friends to this moment, and I want to emphasize friends. You get arrested with your friends. I don't encourage it, but you get arrested with your friends. They brought them as friends at a time when opportunity should have been theirs, but they saw through the charade. Their lives, as so many in this country, had been reduced down to little or no choice. The Occupy movement found a voice in this. They went to the streets and they chanted, "Another world is possible. Another world is possible.
Another world is possible."
It's our nightmare, and you've heard it before. Less than 1% of the population control everything. They own it up, don't give up the fight. And here's this great stanza. Most people think great God will come from the sky, take away everything and make everybody high. But if you know what life is worth, you would look for yours on earth, and now you see the light, you stand up for your right. I just think that is just... Now, the reason I mentioned I'm going on about this is not supposed to be drudgery. We join in the chorus because this is important. You know, remember, action is worship. We want to join with the poor as they become quickened participants in their own futures. It's our future too. To sum it up, in one phrase, we need to live as an outcast.